I would like to share with you one small story. There was a king, and that king has 3 sons. The king became old, and when he became old, he called all the 3 sons and told, listen, I want to give this responsibility to one of you of this whole kingdom, but before I give it, I want to take a taste, that I want to know who is the most eligible child, who is the most eligible son who can look after this kingdom well, who can take such a huge responsibility of this kingdom. Then he told, listen, I am giving 200 rupees to each of you, and I am in this palace, I am giving you one room, and these all rooms should be filled with something good, and I want to see that what the only 200 rupees you will have. With this 200 rupees you need to fill your room which I am giving you in the palace, and I am giving you just 2 days time. Within 2 days with 200 rupees you have to fill your room. It was very, very shocking and surprising for all the 3 sons. This test was so difficult. How can a huge room of a palace, means you can understand, a huge room of a palace has to be filled with 200 rupees. So the eldest son went to the gambling house. He thought, if I play gambling, jua, then it may happen so that my 200 rupees will be converted into 2000 rupees. And with this 2000 rupees I will fill the room. Then he started playing gambling, and in the gambling he lost his 200 rupees. He came back to the palace with no money. The second one thought that with 200 rupees I cannot buy gold or diamond, and he has told me to fill it with the good things, anything. So when I cannot buy gold or diamond, with 200, such a cheap amount, I can buy only garbage. He went to the city and he purchased, he just have taken the garbage. You don't need to purchase, it is easily available, only you need the labor cost. So you took a labor, and with the help of that labor he loaded the garbage and brought it into the palace, and in this room he filled that room with the garbage. That was the story of the second son. And the third son also has filled his room, but I will tell you how. King came after 2 days, and he started checking everybody's room. The first room he went, and he found that nothing is there. And he asked, what happened? You have not done anything. What you did with the 200 rupees? He told, I did gambling, because I thought, without gambling, how can I make this money double? And with such a small amount, it is not possible for me to fill the room. He went to the second room, and second room, before entering, he just took a hanky and put it on his nose because a bad smell was coming out. And then he told that you have given such a less money. With such a less money, I can only fill with the garbage, so I have filled the room with the garbage. You see that every space is covered with garbage. As you told to cover it, I have covered it, each and every inches of this room with the garbage. Then he went to the third room, where is the youngest son was sitting, and he became so happy entering into this room, because there was a huge fragrance of flower and that sandal incense of dhoop, and flower and dhoop and diya, pradeep, deepak is there, which doesn't cost a lot. With this 200 rupees you could buy enough diya, he could buy enough incense, he could buy enough dhoop kati, he could buy enough flower and fill that room with all these things. And it was so much full of fragrance that the king became happy and told the youngest son that you are the most eligible to take the palace. Now try to understand. My master says that God has given you this palace, and has given you the freedom to fill this palace with anything, whatever you feel like. But we are so much foolish when we have got the freedom to fill this palace of our house, palace of our body, to fill with anything else, we start filling it with the garbage. When we fill the palace of our body with the garbage and the bad smell comes out, we blame the society, we blame the politics, we blame the country. That because of the society, because of the family, because of the country, I am suffering, my life is miserable. But we don't blame that we had the opportunity to fill this room with whatever material we want. What kind of material you have used? हम अपनी जिंदगी को अपने कूड़े करकट से भर रहे हैं, या अपनी जिंदगी को फूल से भर रहे हैं, या अपनी जिंदगी को जुआ में खेल रहे हैं। ये निर्भर करता है हमारे ऊपर, और हमारी जिंदगी इस बात पे निर्भर करती है कि हमने अपने जिंदगी के महल को किन चीजों से भरा है। हम अपने जिंदगी के महल को जिस चीजों से भरते हैं, हमारी जिंदगी वैसी ही होती है। और परमात्मा हमें स्वतंत्रता देता है, हमें फ्रीडम देता है कि हम चाहे तो इसे कूड़े करकट से भर दे और चाहे तो इसे फूलों से भर दे। और इस चुनाव का अधिकार सिर्फ हमें होता है, और चुनाव हम ही करते हैं, और हम ब्लेम भी हम ही करते हैं, और हम ही ब्लेम करते हैं कि हमारी ज़िंदगी ऐसी क्यों हुई, और हम ही चुनाव करते हैं कि हम अपने कमरे को किस चीज़ों से भरे।